game. Gone, feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm painting. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the AFC East. It's the Pats and the Dolphins, and it's all up next.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Dolphins in our ball game here, and this is going to be a heck of a chess match. This offense against a defense that will take no prisoners out there.
It's going to be a big-time battle, and I think that both of these teams have that mindset of, we're going to do what we do and make the other guys react to us. And we've definitely got a couple of headstrong coordinators who won't back down from a challenge. So this will be a battle of wits as much as it'll be a battle of brawn.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
And no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Jones. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing Jones. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. A little juke. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit,
rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Jones now on third down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And it felt like it was. He got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw, Purdy. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. On first down, Purdy. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up second down. The Dolphins at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 18 carries, 81 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
Second down and a run by Robinson. Down to the 25. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Purdy. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 12-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
From the 30 on second down, Jones. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Isaac, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Trucks over it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads, and you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security. They're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
They had 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Purdy's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy. Wide open receiver complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Cam Akers, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, two-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You know, perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back there and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He's got room at the 30. A big play there for New England. 42 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road. So
now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Purdy's throw is taken in by Waddle. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll go with a keeper, and he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Maybe a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson, and he'll take this down to the 33.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Lambo on for the extra point. And it's 21-3. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Patriot offense back out, getting set to go. And this, let's face it, an important back into this ballgame. On first down, Jones. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And he'll go right back to Thomas, complete again. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the 41, Jones, catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McKenzie. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The Dolphins bring out an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt, and he missed it. It's no good, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, 49 yards. And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first half lead. Lambo to add on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Michael Thomas now heading back onto the field. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now Jones on 1st and 10. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD. And now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, if they score here, this one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now. And I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On third down, it's Purdy. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Patriots take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. But CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
So a 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Purdy. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 24-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the counter, this is Akers. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
There with a tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr. Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They'll run here with Akers. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Akers will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. Well, definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4 touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got enough.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw again on second down. Jones, quick hitter here, it's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8. Back to throw. Jones. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. Got his man, it's Thornton. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. New England on 3rd down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. Throwing on 1st down, Jones. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again, Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. To the right side and complete to Thomas. Touchdown, Patriots. Michael Thomas, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots are finally into the end zone here this 4th quarter. Gano the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Dolphins' 1st down is the tackle made just shy of the 40. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Robinson up the middle. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. A give up the middle to Akers. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jones. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Here's Jones on 1st down. He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Jones. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Jones throwing on 1st down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins.